Welcome to this preview of a session I'll be presenting at the Share Cloud conference in Dallas on March 27th, entitled Securing Azure Hosted Services the Easy Way. My name is Adam Grocholski, and I'm a National Solutions Lead with RBA Consulting. Now, in this session, what we do is we kind of look at identity management and how to use some of the features of Windows Azure to easily secure your services. Before we can get to that, we need to understand some principles and terminology around identity management. And one of the things I like to do is use an example and kind of take the software away for a minute to help better understand what identity management means and all the different pieces of it, using something that we're used to doing every day, such as going to the airport. So first start off, there's me. No, I'm not triangular and have a round head. But in identity management terms, a user, I would be a subject. Now, in the case of going to the airport, MSP is my airport, so Minneapolis-St. Paul. That airport would be known as a relying party. In other words, that airport has something I want to get to. That something happens to be a gate, which in identity management terms is a resource. If we take that to the software world, your relying party would actually be your application, your web app or web service, and a resource would be something a user wants to access, so a web page. Now, when I try to get to the gate, I get redirected, if you will, to the TSA, right? Because I don't have credentials to get to the gate yet. So the TSA is what we call a federation provider. They're going to obviously do some credential checking and make sure I can get to the gate. So when I get to the TSA, what do I have to do? Well, I need to provide them with some credentials. Now, the TSA does not issue credentials, right? They rely on something else. In this case, it'll be the state of Minnesota. It could be the U.S. government and a passport. But either way, in my case, I'll present a driver's license from the state of Minnesota, which is an identity provider because they go through the process of actually verifying I am, in fact, me. And in that case, once they've verified that, they issue me a driver's license, which are my credentials. I can then take those credentials and present them to the TSA. After I've done that, the TSA will look at the credentials, verify them, and then take my boarding pass and stamp it. And we could consider that boarding pass something known as a token with claims. And a token is a collection of claims that can make factual statements about me. For example, I am on American Airlines flight 123 leaving from Minneapolis at 9:05 a.m. and I sit in seat 23D. At this point now, I am ready to go to the gate. I have my credentials, I've passed through TSA using my identity, and in fact, I can now get to the gate. So this has been a very kind of high-level talk about identity management, but hopefully it kind of whets your appetite for what's coming on March 27th. If you're interested in the conference, you can certainly go to sharecloud.org or follow them on Twitter at share2cloud. For more information about my company, RBA Consulting, you can email us at info@rbaconsulting.com. Follow us on Twitter at RBA Consulting, or of course hit our website, rbaconsulting.com. Personally, if you want to reach out to me directly and send me an email, feel free to do so. You can reach me at adam.grocholski@rbaconsulting.com. Follow me on Twitter at CodeLater, or check out my blog, thinkfirstcodelater.com, where I do post a lot of stuff on Azure. So hope to see you on March 27th.